Hello, AGDQ 2025. My name is Zojalyx, and joined with me is my lovely wife.
I'm Dr. Pie.
And I will let our couch introduce themselves.
Hi, my name's Gooby, friend of these two, and the guy on the couch who's not CovertMuffin.
I'm Covert.
Oh no, it begins.
Yeah, they let me back on a couch, so I'm going to say some funny words. But basically, the one condition for me to be able to couch this speedrun was that I knew absolutely nothing about this video game or what I'm about to see. So I'm looking forward to this.
I'm very excited to be able to show this run off. But real quick, I just want to give a huge shout outs to everybody in Twitch chat and who is here in the audience who donated for the cosplay incentive. That incentive was live and met in less than an hour. You guys are absolute rock stars.
Yeah.
So we will show off what we've got here. I am Bilbo Baggins, and I am very excited to go on an adventure with you this evening.
I am dressed as Gimli or Gloin, depending on what you want to do, because this is The Hobbit, not Lord of the Rings. Featuring chainmail made by yours truly. And costumes paid for by my parents, who also actually game too.
Yes, huge shout outs to her parents for paying for all of this. So we're gonna get into the run because obviously we're here to watch us play video games and not talk about how great we look. So before we get into the run, there's one quick thing I'm going to talk about. This right here that is on the screen, this is, don't freak out, I promise it's fine. It's a cheat code. So, I know. It's fine. Everything is fine, okay? What this is there was a dev tool that was discovered for LEGO games where they discovered this secret cheat code, N0CUT5, or no cuts. And what this does is this cuts out every single unskippable cutscene throughout the run. So it takes a run that's about 40 minutes and brings it down now to 32 or 25, whatever, if you're like good at the game or something like that. Anyway, so we put that in. We already have that in, so we're good to go. We are playing on restricted any %. So you're probably thinking, oh, this is like a no major glitches run, right? No. This game is very broken. So we're just verifying our settings here. We have to play at 60 FPS. That is what this entails. That is the only important part. So we're gonna get into the run. The timer is going to start at kind of a weird moment. I'm so sorry about this production. All it really is once we show up on the screen, timer will begin. I will give you guys as good of a countdown as I can, but it's kind of weird. Especially since we have this title screen. So yeah, this is gonna be LEGO The Hobbit. This is the game that takes place during the movies that Peter Jackson created. We are only gonna be seeing the first 2 movies because the 3rd movie was a DLC that got canceled. I won't go on my soapbox about that for everybody's sake here at home. Also, during this run, if you guys wanna donate with your favorite Lord of the Rings moments, please do so.
Yes.
I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd and we love those. So, we're gonna skip this.
Specifically, if you agree with me that Hobbit is better than Lord of the Rings.
No. No. All right, so I'm gonna skip this cutscene and then the run is going to get started here. So timer will begin right now. All right, so this is restricted any % co-op. So obviously co-op means we're gonna be doing co-op related things. And one of the great things about just any co-op speedrun in general, if you have never watched a co-op speedrun before, is the way that the 2 players will be dividing up the various tasks that we will be completing. So the goal of the game is to obviously go fast. And so by doing that, it makes a lot of sense for Dr. Pie and I to separate the way that we do specific things so that way we do things quickly. You know, in this particular instance, I broke specific things and Pi broke specific things so we could build other things quickly. You know, it all makes sense that way.
It's almost like we're speedrunners.
Sometimes. We try. We try to be a speedrunner.
There's a very good division of tricks between both players in this run, which is very cool, and this makes it for a very, very cool co-op speedrun experience, I feel, where it's just evenly divided like that.
And if you have never done a co-op speedrun before, I highly recommend picking up this game. It has a really, really good tutorial. It's very accessible for a speed game. The game is super cheap on Steam, and it's real. And with it being restricted to 60 FPS, you don't have to worry about like buying crazy good hardware to be good at the game. So I highly, highly recommend it. If you're looking for a co-op speed game, this is a great game to pick up. Your first run can be under an hour.
We're coming up to a trick here pretty soon, so we're going to be using the dropout mechanic in this game. So Zojalyx is going to jump forward through a cutscene trigger, and so he's going to drop out above that, just like that. Beautiful. So he's going to still go forward. Awesome. Really good job there. So that's skipped a cutscene right there. So really cool use of dropout. We're going to be using that later in the run as well.
And that trick also just completely bypasses that entire room where normally you'd have an entire puzzle that you have to do. But because of that game of Lego mechanic games and being able to just drop out as you please, you can just skip right over it.
And now we're gonna pause and dance.
Yes, dancing is very important. Everybody in the audience, please join in.
Bless our run with dancing.
And the head shake is important too. So, I'm gonna need 2 planks, by the way.
Okay, another thing this run introduces, this game introduced, is materials. So as you see, we're going around collecting things. So normally in Lego games, you break things and then you build things. Well, now we are breaking things, collecting things, and building things.
Isn't there some sort of song about like dwarves and digging holes?
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Oh. I thought I knew some sort of song about dwarves and digging holes. I guess I'm just wrong on that.
You're crazy.
No, I can't say no one.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what's called a quick build. Basically, we're building this big, like, fancy structure thing. And so we have to put all the pieces in, and then they're there. And in that circle thing, all of the pieces will spawn in, like, the exact opposite order. They'll spawn in, like, random orders every single time. So there is a little bit of RNG with that, but it's not that big of a deal. And then we're just going to do this quick time event and move on to the next skip.
Yes, so upcoming, we're going to have a trick called Barrier. This is a cool one that Pi is going to be doing. So co-op specific cool trick here. So Pi is going to be able to move a little bit during a cutscene. So if all goes right, she's going to be able to jump over a pillar here. And just like that, beautiful
Huge,
job.
yes.
That's huge. That's really big.
So that trick, too, she gets 1 attempt at that. If she doesn't get it, we have to do a completely different backup. So to be able to get that in a marathon, we will take every single time.
This run is blessed.
This run is very
Thank you for
blessed.
dancing with us.
Yes.
I have no idea who danced, so if none of you danced, I wouldn't be surprised either.
If none of you dance when I go back and watch this, I will cry.
So we're going to be coming up on another trick immediately here in this next room. There's going to be, this game it is just a game that just keeps on giving. This next trick is a little funky, and I'm going to kind of have to focus, so I will let somebody else explain it.
So in this game, they introduced buddy ups. So you can buddy up with a character, and one person gets control of both of us. So there are 2 buddy ups, either a side-by-side or a piggyback. This is one of our 2 things where that actually needs a specific buddy up, which is the piggyback. Zoj is gonna bring us across this money where you're not supposed to be, do some super specific movements, and just like that, get us across the money without actually doing any of the stuff you're supposed to do.
Wow. Yep. And then we're going to jump into everybody's favorite thing, which is a quick little auto-scroller. So,
Teach me. Give us some donations, precious.
Yes, ateatree.
Oh no. $50 saying, what has it got in its pockets, precious? $50? Yes, precious. Donated to kill the cancers.
Thank you for that setup. That was totally unplanned. And thank you to Ben L for your generous donation. $5 to PCF from the real Zojalyx. With instructions to read verbatim. Why do they call it Lego when you in the Lord of the Rings about hot eat the Legos?
Cricks, I know who did that one.
I'm sorry, this run is no longer blessed.
No, you can't unbless it once you've been blessed.
Bless it. It's too blessed.
$25 from TTS for life. I proudly let you hold it over my head that you rekindled my interest in speedrunning.
Yeah.
Happy to see your hard work pay off. Best of luck on the main stage.
Thank you so much, TTS. All right, so now this is where things are going to get a little on the crazy side.
No, normal.
Yeah, completely normal.
Yeah, nothing here.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, Covert's going to judge.
So there's this bush here, and this bush doesn't want to let Frodo and Sam hold hands. But if we just do that, we're now somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where we are, because where we are does not exist. but we are here. But yet we can walk on the thing.
Yeah.
We really don't know why this we're able to walk here because there's nothing over here. Where we are right now, you literally can't see anywhere. But we're definitely not complaining.
Yeah,
So-
not even a little bit.
This trick saves like over an hour. So this is actually a
Yes.
really big skip that they do. Yeah. So this skips like multiple parts
Yes.
of the game, like multiple movie discs. in
We're
this.
skipping about
Yeah.
11 levels. I
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
big.
Yep. This is why there is any percent and no levels early, is because of this trick. So yeah, the bush did not like us being friends, but we just said, hey, you know what? You don't want us to be friends? We're going to just shoot straight up in the air and be friends anyways.
Is there a stronger friendship than Frodo and Sam?
I don't know.
No.
Honestly, I'm just imagining Sean Astin saying, "Spin me, Mr. Frodo."
Speaking of spinning, that will actually come up here in just a little bit. So with the buddy ups, you have this really cool ability to do some various combination attacks, and which takes the form of, well, spinning. But in this game, if I just mash whoever is the one in control of the buddy up, if I just mash the X button, my vertical position does not change. So I will be able to fly like a helicopter, I guess, over this gap to get us to where we need to be. So, and then Pi on her side will adjust her camera angle so I can kind of see like where I'm at in my positioning, which then allows me to make sure that I don't fall into the water. Because if I do, sometimes Frodo and Sam end up on two opposite sides of the river, and then that's just scary. I don't think we've ever come back from that, and so thankfully I don't need to worry about it too much.
So coming up here, they're actually going to clip into one of the levels, very conveniently near the end of one of the levels, too. There's actually just like a little thin spot where they can just jump right into the level right over around here.
So we can just jump over here, kind of find a funky position. First try,
Nice.
let's go!
This is really good.
So we are jumping into the last room of a level, 11 levels later. What is going on?
We're stuck.
Stop.
What?
And the exit to this room is directly below us. So we're just gonna jump, hug the wall, and spawn below. If I can maybe get out of here, question mark.
This trick can be kind of finicky because there's that tiny little gap that we have to fit our two wizards in. And so
Gandalf really likes to not jump. He's so old, he's like, I don't want to fall.
Isn't he the one supposed to be stopping people from passing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah,
Wow,
obviously
Am I actually
Gandalf
gonna
doesn't
get
jump.
this?
He prefers to fly, you fools.
Yeah.
there we go, there we
That's a
go.
good one.
Yeah, and we just spawn right at the end of this room.
Amazing.
So this is a level that on Live Split looks like 30 seconds. So you don't have
As long as you don't fail it like that.
Yeah. But you know, it's fine. We're all good. We're all good.
And that's the end of the level.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now we're gonna go into the next level. So now we're already like into the second Hobbit movie. We've just like introduced the mountain, and then you got to see this spooky cave, and now we're gonna go to another spooky place. Basically, we're just cooler than Peter Jackson because we're telling 2 stories in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna mount up on some horses here.
Why am I beating you?
Because mine didn't want to let me mount for some reason. Because horses are faster, so we just conjure horses out of thin air and then go
We're
into the
wizards.
next level. That's true. That does make a difference.
Yeah, it seems normal to me.
Yeah, completely normal. So this level is the Necromancer. We're going to be rolling because 6,000-year-old men rolling is faster than them just walking.
Yeah. Yep.
So in case you were curious, dive rolling, if you are 6,000 years old, is the optimal way of travel. And then we're going to be going into another pretty dang
Oh my
cool
gosh.
skip.
Yep.
Once
Are we
auto
gonna
aim.
hit this? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so this is a cool one. So Zojalyx is gonna wedge himself in this little like pillar over here. He's gonna just be building up vertical momentum. So he's just sitting in there. He's gonna be building up and building up and building up vertical momentum. And then Pi is gonna unleash that vertical momentum. He's just gonna go flying. So it's gonna be fun. Hopefully this will all go well.
Yeah.
Yeah, practice earlier today, we failed miserably, so we'll see how it goes.
But, you know, everything should be fine. Don't forget to, like, actually move the camera.
Yeah, I think I forgot that earlier.
So I'm going to just jump into this corner, jump into this tree. Once I'm falling and stuck, then we're good. Pi is going to move the camera for about 12 seconds, and then the trick will just speak for itself. So so I will let you all enjoy this wonderful spectacle. This camera pan is great, by the way. I hope you guys enjoy the spookiness of the atmosphere.
No, stop.
It's fine. It's RNG manipulation.
There we go.
And we're just gonna jump to the other side as well.
Wow.
Nice. Yep, well done.
That's so cool.
Yep. It's called bird skip.
And now we're going to do another abuse. Pi jumps, switches characters, and then Radagast jumps up there, skipping that entire puzzle.
Yep.
And then there's this fun little texture here. I'm gonna jump up onto it, and boom, that's another puzzle skipped. So this is a game, like I said, it is a game that just keeps on giving. And a lot of these skips are very accessible to learn. It's such a great speed game to get into. Even if you're new to speedrunning in general, this is, wow, what is, huh?
What?
Well, that camera angle has never happened before.
Yeah, wait,
Oh,
what?
is that the thing?
I did say the thing. I was really hoping we could not say the thing, but it's fine. Speedrunning giveth and speedrunning taketh away.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna fight Azog here with some quick time events. In the meantime, I'm gonna do my best to get in your face because this is my new favorite hobby. Is just getting in there, and I will say we've almost lost a couple runs because I forgot to come back and hit Azog.
Just having way too much fun getting Radagast all up in that camera, but you know, it's fine.
Can I accompany this chicanery with a donation or two?
We have
Great.
an auto scroller after this, so you've got time.
Okay. Intharth sends in $10 saying, why do the dwarves leave Erebor? They didn't like the pollution. There was just too much smog.
Oh, Intharth, come on.
Balancing that one out is Minikit Sophie sending in $50 saying, it's great to see a LEGO game being played at AGDQ, especially LEGO The Hobbit. It's a fantastic game that I think is overlooked by far too many in the community. Good luck to both Dr. Pi and Zojalyx on their quest to Erebor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can keep them rolling.
Scooby Brew with a $25 donation.
Yo.
Woot! Some Lego The Hobbit. Love Dr. Pi and Zoj. My favorite part is when they hold hands. I'm staying up way past my bedtime for this, but I gotta support my friends and cheer.
Oh yeah.
That shout outs to Scooby Brew, big friend back home. We love you, man.
Little Dog with a $15 donation to PCF.
Yo.
From watching and discussing AGDQ with you, Zojalyx, to now watching you live on stage. Proud of you working hard and supporting a great cause. AGDQ will always have a place in my heart.
Before we explain what's going on here, because this will be going on for a while, I do want to give a huge shout out to Little Dog. He's my older brother. He's the one who got me into speedrunning. I started speedrunning because he came up to me one day. I was a senior in high school, and he said, hey, I challenge you to a Banjo-Kazooie 100% race. And I said, haha, you're funny. And he was like, no, it's fine. I'll send you a tutorial. You can learn the strats. It'll be great. It has been almost 10 years. And that race still has yet to happen.
That's such classic speedrunner mentality. It's all the time.
But yet, had he not done that, I would not have fallen in love with this hobby and would not be here being able to just do this. And not only that, being able to do my first GDQ performance with my wife as well is just, like, I couldn't have asked for anything better. And so I gotta give love to my brother for that, because this wouldn't be happening without him.
Okay, now that we've gone through an entire cycle, let's talk about what we're doing. We are fighting Sauron right now. We build these magic box thingies and shoot magic at him, and he goes, ow. So we're just gonna wait until the blue boxes come, like right now. We already had one cycle go. There will be 3 cycles unless we stink today. And yeah, we also stud drain in this level because at the end of the level, oh my gosh, are we gonna build this thing or what?
We'll get there, it's fine.
At the end of the level, during the load screen, if you have no studs, it saves you 4 seconds. And in a 30-minute category, we take every second we can. But this is the only level that stud draining is actually viable in, so it's the only level we actually stud drain in.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a unique thing that a lot of LEGO games have tried to build in is figuring, okay, the build pun was not intended, but trying to route in times where we can stud drain because of those time saves. Because one of the things that is crazy is LEGO games have, the last like main console LEGO game that was shown at a GDQ was AGDQ 2011, and there have been handheld games ever since, like 3 or 4 handheld LEGO games that have been shown. But so much so many LEGO games just have an incredibly dedicated community to just making these runs as optimal as possible, and just the work that has gone into every single game, not just LEGO The Hobbit, has just been one of the most incredible things to watch. So I got to give another huge shout out to the LEGO community there, because they're all incredible and some of the most supportive people I have ever met while speedrunning.
All right, let's take some more donations.
We've got time for like one quick donation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Spyron and Buntamortis with $10 to PCF. So excited to see my good friend Zojalyx and his wife Dr. Pie on the GDQ stage. We are both so happy to see your hard work pay off. Best of luck on the run, and remember, even the smallest speedrun can change the course of the future.
Thank you so much, Spyron and Bunta. Shout outs to them. Absolutely wonderful people. So we're going to do another thing that we've done a few times in this run, which is go flying.
Yep, similar with the bush. They're just going to line up right here, try to get a launch going. This one can be a little...
No
Oh.
Yo!
No
way!
Yo! First try!
Okay, that one's super picky because of my camera angle, and that was just beautiful.
Launches can be weird because not only are they very position specific, but they're also angle specific on the control stick as well as camera specific. So everything has to be lined up just right in order for a launch to work.
Wow.
Okay, this is on the doorstep. This is the run killer. Zoja's gonna do another launch. Are you surprised?
Wow.
That worked.
What?
That worked.
No way.
That worked.
What?
Ballin's up there.
No
We're good.
way.
Everything's
First try.
fine.
Yo.
This is literally
No
the
way.
hardest launch. We got it first try. I'm kind of dead.
I'm beside myself right now. This
wow.
is incredible. That launch will go one of two ways. You either get it first try and you're like freaking out,
Or you never get it.
the run's dead and there's just no in between. There's no in between to how that trick will go. And so to get it like that on a GDQ stage, like I was totally ready to be like, we're gonna give this like 3 tries and do the backup. And then the game's just like, here's a bone. You can have it.
I told you,
Wow.
the run cannot be unblessed. Also, we skipped over the fact that you did a little pixel jump here where I am in the bottom, and I'm gonna fail it a bajillion times because I've only ever gotten it 5 times.
And then we're gonna do another launch. Wedging yourself into a tree and spinning is a great trick.
This is the only other thing that requires the specific buddy up, the side-by-side. And it just went so fast. What is there even to say?
Yeah, so we only have 1 level left in the run, by the way. We're already on the last level, but we have a little bit of time before we get into it. So Ateatree, you can go ahead and hit us with what you got.
Definitely. Sam with $10 to PCF. Fingolfin versus Morgoth is the best moment in Middle-earth.
I can get behind that.
Remember Me Never with $25. As someone who loves the LEGO games, it's so great to see them on the big stage. Good luck to both runners. I know you're going to break a brick or 20.
Incredible. I love
Chuck
it.
Nicey with a $25 donation. Big hellos from the Spider-Man 2000 speedrunning community. Congrats on getting in, and it's so nice to see a game where holding hands with your friends is a core speedrunning strat.
Yeah.
And $10 from Gollum.
What's speedrunnings but filthy little hobbitses?
Incredible.
I'm scared.
I've never been happy.
What?
To be fair, that's the reaction that most people have. So
Couldn't
I get it.
spin for some reason, but
That
it's
was
fine.
weird.
So this is inside information, the final level in the speedrun. It is also the longest level in the speedrun. So this level is going to start with a few sections. The first thing that we have to do is we have to stealth around Smaug here. Shout outs to Benedict Cumberbatch for voicing Smaug. He's terrifying.
Oh, cool.
He has this vision, which is this little piece of light that we have to try and avoid, which for that, most of the rooms, it's not a problem. That first one it is, and then there's a few more, but we'll have ways to get around them. But since we are in stealth mode, our Lego's friends, Bilbo and Ballin, have turned into Pokemon with the ability Rollout, because rolling is faster than anything else when you are in stealth mode.
Until you get the chain like I just did. And then you can move super speedy, but the problem with the chain is it's super uncontrollable.
It can be really
And
finicky.
it's mad at me because it's thinking I'm trying to dig, but I'm just trying to shoo my train around. My shoe what?
Shoo my train?
I said it, I meant it.
That's fine. You know, you can shoo your train. That's perfectly fine.
Sounds normal to me. I shoot
Yeah.
my train all the time.
Every day.
That's incredible.
Yes, part of my morning routine.
Yeah, morning routine. Yeah, I get up and do that, you know.
Shoe my train, part of a complete breakfast.
You put your socks on, you put your shoes on, and then you shoe the tree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Incredible. Amazing. Oh my gosh. So we're actually going to be coming up to another skip here. Kind of a couple mini skips are going to be happening. This first one is called Pie Skip. So like we had talked about earlier in the run, there are certain moments where Pie gets control of her character early. So as long as she is mashing the X button, she can just slap onto that early, and then we're all set. Now, the next trick we're going to be doing is kind of like a pseudo death warp kind of thing.
Hey, I'm supposed to talk about this.
Sorry.
Stop
I'm
stealing
sorry.
everybody's thunder.
I'm sorry. I'm excited.
Oh my
okay?
gosh. So basically, Zoj just killed me in between the chandelier and took my spot, and now I'm on the other side, and Smog can't see me, and yeah.
That's exactly how that trick works. Oh my gosh.
I practiced it nicer, but somebody keeps stealing our thunder.
I'm
Stop
sorry.
talking.
I'm just going to drink some water, okay?
Okay, there you go.
No, you're actually supposed to break that for me.
Well, now I'm going to drink water.
So you know how we put in no cuts, and we're like, don't have cutscenes? Haha, psych.
This cutscene is unskippable. And so the game just, we're like, yep, nope, you don't get to skip cutscenes. So while we're doing this, taking some time to chillax, I do want to take some time just to do all the shout outs so that way we can get out of here pretty quickly, because I know that y'all are really excited for the rest of this absolutely banger of a marathon for the rest of this week.
Drank my beard.
So,
There's the
first of
dollar.
all, huge shout outs to you guys for joining us on the couch. It was an absolute pleasure to have you guys here, especially you, CovertMuffin. You've been a huge just inspiration for me. So sharing the stage with you is just, it means a lot to me.
Wow, thank you so much for having me on. It's an absolute pleasure for myself as well.
And then further shout outs to the rest of the Lord of the Rings speedrunning community. I know Intharth donated. There's too many members of the Lord of the Rings community to even name. I'm just going to name the ones I know that are here. Crixium and Maxi Lobes, two incredible runners of Lord of the Rings games. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Shout outs to the Lego community. Shout outs to all of my friends that are all back here. There's literally so many of you here, and I love you all so much. I don't know if any of my family is watching this run right now, but huge shout outs to you guys back at home. Without your guys' support, wow, I'm gonna get emotional during this. Without your guys' support, this would not be happening either. So I love you guys so much. My dad, my in-laws, my brothers, my late mom, I mean, just every single person who has been a part of this speedrunning journey. Huge shout outs. Shout outs to you, my wife. You're amazing. Thank you for being here. And now we're gonna go flying again, because what else would we do in a speedrun but go flying? So Pie's gonna put herself in this specific position. We're gonna put ourselves in the right angle. This one's been kind of weird recently.
Yeah. And
But-
we're just gonna go wee, wee.
Perfect. You guys in the crowd, where am I?
Where are we?
Where-
There we
Oh,
are.
yeah.
There we are. We're good. The camera doesn't like to cooperate, and that is like the one launch that if it goes really, really south, can just soft lock
It's
you.
done.
So
We're gonna launch again.
No way.
No,
No
wow.
way.
Try.
Unreal.
Oh, let's not
Pull the
die.
lever. Just pull the lever. We're good. Everything's
We're
fine.
good.
Everything is fine.
Don't get I got it. Okay, I'm awesome.
My wife is amazing. She's great. Yeah.
Quick little flashy warning for a second.
Brief camera.
Over.
Oh, that was not even bad at all. Wow.
Sometimes that goes crazy.
So we gotta-
I'm gonna attempt to not kill Zoj with my slingshot.
We got to put in this super secret password that's definitely not the same every single time. It's a super secret password that's just red, blue, red. And it definitely does not display on the wall if you break some specific things. So we're gonna build a little chemist set here, and we're gonna throw bombs at a dragon because, you know, why not? I'm also switching to keyboard here. This is a very intentional part because we have one more launch at the end that for some reason is significantly more consistent on keyboard than it is on controller. But for now, we're gonna throw some bombs at Smog. Also, if you turn your attention to the bottom of the screen, you will see two Thorns just kind of chilling there.
Seems normal to me.
Yeah, completely normal. Throw the last bombs. I'm just gonna chuck this one back into the chemist table. So time will be coming up here in just a little bit once we get this final thing.
We're gonna do a quick launch, and then that's almost time.
Yep, so we gotta do some decluttering here, and then we will, hopefully, get the launch.
Maybe. I am D-padding.
It is just not wanting to do it.
I think we should move out.
Sometimes you just gotta like,
Sometimes it just says...
there we go.
Whee! Whoa, that was a good one.
Whoa.
All right, I'm gonna help my friend out here.
All right, so time will be coming up, and time. Oh my gosh.
Yo,
That came out to, I think, a
Wow.
26:52.
Yeah, sub 27.
That's incredible.
We missed PB by like 13 seconds.
Yeah.
wait, I didn't know sub 27
Yeah.
was possible again.
We missed PB, like we were that close.
Wait,
incredible.
what's happening?
That was a fantastic run.
You just shoe trained that.
Oh my gosh.
That was...
Wow. So yeah, that was LEGO The Hobbit restricted any percent. Like I had talked about before, unfortunately there was a DLC for the third movie that ended up getting canceled, so you do not get to see what actually happens at the conclusion of the story. Not that you had any idea what was going on through watching this video game. But either way,
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a perfect representation.
Again, thank you so much to GDQ for accepting this run. I remember when I saw the games list and saw our name on it, I about squealed. So that was like such a cool moment. And to be able to be up here and to run such an incredible game with my wife and raise money for an incredible cause has just like, I couldn't ask for anything better for my life right now. And I am just so, I'm so flabbergasted for this. This is just incredible. And I do want to, one final thing before I shut up finally. I do want to give one more final shout out to a member of the Lord of the Rings community. He has no idea I'm doing this, but his name is Hey, It's Rycon. Last year, going into the GDQ season, he sent me a message saying that he was going to be going into a super, super experimental procedure for his own battle with cancer, and he won. And he is in remission right now.
Let's go.
And that, to me, just knowing
Why we do this.
that is exactly, it's why we do this. And to be able to have that is just another incredible part to be able to share in this journey. So I believe we have one more thing before we end it out here.
Yes. So Dr. Pie, despite being on a GDQ stage, still says she is not a gamer.
I'm not a gamer, guys.
So I am here to present Dr. Pie her own gamer certification that I totally didn't just draw like right in the green room.
It completely just looks like a blank sheet of paper on
Okay,
camera.
well, you know what? This is your certification. You have now graduated, and you are now a certified gamer.
Thanks, Goob. And thank you, GDQ. You guys are awesome.
That was great. Congratulations. What an amazing performance.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was, thank you guys again. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. There's still so much amazing GDQ left. So enjoy the rest of the marathon. Continue to donate to PCF and have a wonderful week, everybody.